Good morning. This is Florida Plant Mama coming to you from Zone 10A, Central Florida. This is day 2 of our medicinal herb garden bed revamp project, and we're going to go ahead and finish what we started. I've got an assortment of plants here that I will be putting in today once I get the area prepped and decide where I want it all to go. And we're going to get this medicinal bed back into shape. We're going to whip it back into shape. Now, before I can get started on fixing that herb bed, I've got to deconstruct this thing here. It's beginning to fall apart, like really badly, and I've got to relocate those plants. And I think I'm going to plant some of these in the medicinal garden bed. I think they'll do well there. I know they've got to come out of here. So I'm going to do that first. I stopped the time lapse to show you something that I just found that I'm super excited about. This is my sugar apple tree. Look what we've got. You see that? Look, it's the first fruit. This tree was started from seed maybe a year ago, just a little over a year ago. It's very, very small to have the fruit on it. But I'm excited about it. I'm gonna stake it up. It's leaning over just a bit, so I'm gonna give it a little bit more support. So I'm gonna stake this plant and then we'll continue. I was going to leave this area alone and not mess with it too much, but it's still kind of not working with what I want to do here. So I'm going to go ahead and move these plants as well because I want them situated a little bit better. Woo. Coming along slowly. I went ahead and pulled out those seaside goldenrod, moved most of them to there. Now I've got a nice space to work with here. I will likely move these coreopsis as well. So let's get back at it. I've arranged the plants generally how I want them to go. And now I'm gonna get them in, and then I'll come back at the end and show you what it looks like. I won't time lapse it this time. This is just the before. I put the plants in where they're gonna go. Then I'll show you the after. The things are in. Now it's time to water. The key to moving things when it's this hot is to make sure everything is adequately watered. It is rainy season, but it hasn't rained well in a couple of days. It's done a little bit of sprinkling here and there, but it hasn't really saturated the ground. So I'm really gonna have to get out here every day and water until these plants are established and out of the risk of harm from all the heat. So you can move things in the summer. You just gotta make sure that you baby them a bit, because you're transplanting them at the time when they have to struggle the most to reestablish. Now it's time for the part that I like the least. Clean up. Clean up. I am sweaty, I am stinky, and I'm dirty. But I'm going to clean this all up and have it looking beautiful. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like, okay? Stay tuned. The medicinal garden redesign is complete, and you're getting the first look now. Hardscapes have been cleaned up. It's looking nice out here. The sun is blazing, but I survived it. That's the little nursery, tree nursery area. Cleaned up these pots, took out all of the hitchhikers, and relocated them. So here's what it's looking like now, people. What do you think? Leave me a comment. Does it look better? Does it look worse? Are you indifferent? Coral honeysuckle, Asiatic or Oriental lilies. Got some chives in here, bunching onions, anise hyssop. These are a cactus type that I don't know the name of, so I'll look it up and I'll put it on the screen. More anise hyssop. Back here we have an assortment of gladiolas, buttercup, anise hyssop, and gladiolus more there, and the blazing stars or liatris. More of that little cactus there. Here is one of the aloe plants that I moved. This is a lavender. This is a lime tree that I started from a stem. So I rooted a stem. We've got some bee balm here. The yarrow. This is African basil. Ah, that's where that twine went. Get that up. All right. So the yarrow, we got more lavender here. And then all back here, they're looking very tired, but they're still alive. We've got purple coneflower. I gotta take that flower because I don't think it's gonna survive. They're kind of wilty just from being moved. So purple coneflower is all in here, and I'm gonna keep it in there. We've got an anise hyssop here, more Asiatic or Oriental lily. This is a fig tree that I transplanted from a pot. Here we've got catmint, and we've got verbena, and another little catmint. This, I believe, is the Crespidia, but I'm not sure anymore. And then we got a couple of Stokes asters in here. We have a starry rosenweed here. More of the anise hyssop and more purple coneflower. Another yarrow. This is a volunteer sunflower. It's not even in the bed, as you can see. Okay, back here, we've got St. John's wort, more anise hyssop, another fig. This is a brown turkey fig, and this one is a, oh, what kind of fig is this? Where's the tag on here? Oh, I've got to look it up in the pot, what kind of fig, because I actually have to document that for myself. Coreopsis, more liatris here. I've got this flower that is looking pretty wilty, but that was in a pot as well, and I transplanted it here. I'll put on the screen what it is once I look it up. This is what starry rosenweed kind of looks like. This flower has broken, the stem is broken, so it's all wilty, but it was nice and happy earlier today before I transplanted it to this area. I can't even get the flower heads to look at you. Oh, never mind. Got more coreopsis back here. And all back here, I put the goldenrods. So all of those are goldenrods. Coreopsis, aloe, more of that plant that I've got to give you the name for. And here I have my camellia tree. This is my home white camellia down there, right here. I forgot it was back here. And the jasmine vine and the roses and the backside of the mulberry that has one little, oh, actually has a few mulberries on it. Now, look, a couple of ripe ones even. I think I'll pick those. These are delicious. They're sweet. Yep, delicious. More coreopsis, some liatris back in here that needs to be staked up. My queen's wreath tree. And we've got some dahlias making a show here and some zinnias. And my purple butterfly pea. Isn't that pretty? And that big old coreopsis, this is the other citrus tree that I rooted from a stem. Decided to put that in here as well. And then back here, we've got a little plantain. More plantain. And more of those butterfly peas. Okay, so that's everything. Now, I will be adding things to this as time progresses. This is what it looks like right now. Let me know what you think.